When we began the design process for Grand Class ships, we naturally looked at our competition because they were building big ships as well. And what we saw was a large dining room at one end of the ship and a large show lounge at the other. And what happened was as soon as dinner was finished, the passengers would get up and move the length of the ship to go to the show. We really wanted to do something different.
And so, Princess has reinvented cruising Grand Class style with more elegance, intimacy, variety, and fun than you'll find on any other ships.
You know, this cruise is like one of those fabulous ocean liner trips I read about when I was a girl.
She said the same thing last year on the Dawn, Princess.
And here we are this year on the Grand. We went on a cruise for our honeymoon a couple years ago. Maybe we're biased, but cruising is so much fun. There's so many different things to do. There's clubs and restaurants and spas.
And there's like no regimentation. You can do whatever you want to. Nobody's telling you what to do or when to be there. So we make up our own mind and do what we want.
Yeah.
We're saying to our passengers, you know, do what you want to do when you want to do it. The dining room's always open and there's always a show running in one of the rooms. This is cruising reinvented, and you can only find it on a Princess cruise.
With size comes the choice and variety of so many things to do.
I know passengers are happy making their own minds as to what they want to do when they want to do it. Everything a passenger could possibly want in a cruise is in Grand Class cruising, 24 hours, around the clock.
There's a ton of things to do.
No, we've never run out of things to do. In fact, there's still a lot more we want to do on this ship.
We've swam in, what, 3 different pools?
I've been in 4. Yeah.
He's been in 4. Can you believe I was so excited I forgot to pack my bathing suits?
Coming on a cruise isn't an excuse to get out of shape. I mean, I can eat healthy on the ship, work out, play some ball.
I offer a wide range of aerobics programs.
Double and cross, double and cross. Keep on going.
If they want to sweat, I want to see them sweat.
And on the Grand Princess, I can still play golf whenever I have the time.
I love the casino.
That's because you won.
That's because you're my good luck charm.
Oh, so that's why she wanted to renew our marriage.
As far as we're aware, we're the only cruise ship in the world with a wedding chapel.
See the couple that I married yesterday down there having their breakfast with a bottle of champagne. That's the best feeling in the world, it really is.
No, that's not a daycare, and we're not babysitters. However, we are teachers, nurses, early childhood educators. So we've got a lot of well-educated, well-trained people up in any of the centers that we have on any of the ships. Lots of fun. Extra, extra fun.
My ships are like secret gardens with uncrowded personal hideaways just waiting to be discovered and made your own.
When we designed the Grand Class ships, we made sure to include wonderful, intimate spaces that passengers come back to over and over again.
Princess has taken big and made it small.
But you know, it never seems crowded.
We keep wondering, where is everybody?
We could have taken one of those Vegas-type cruises.
Yeah, with 1 million people.
No, but we wanted something more private.
We just wanted to drop the schedule, relax, and have fun.
Together. And there are so many beautiful places to be together.
When I was young, I used to think people my age could possibly be romantic. But how can you not be on a cruise like this?
I mean, it feels more like a cozy little dining room experience.
Because we are actually a small ship experience with a great big ship.
It's a village.
Everybody is warm and friendly, and everybody is starting to know one another. It just doesn't seem big.
A Grand Class cruise is marvelous for a single woman. I never feel alone.
Here we go!
And I met some terrific people.
Yeah? Who'd you meet?
The Commodore.
I like to think of every passenger as either a friend or a family member, and treat each one of them personally.
A Grand Class cruise brings the old world up to date with a continuing tradition of warm, personal service.
At the end of the day, it all comes down to the crew and the way they deliver service. And there's a big difference between delivering service and really wanting to deliver service. And that's how the Princess people work.
But to work with people, you have to be born for it. That's what I think.
I try to have that one-to-one relationship with as many people as I can.
The very first day, our cabin steward knew our first names.
I think I'm born for it, yes.
We've known some of the crew people for years.
The favorite part of my day is when I can go and meet passengers.
I mean, they become friends. But you know, even the new crew people remember who we are and what we like.
My job is in my heart. I always put it in my heart, so I can do it better then.
I want to check my email 2 days after they disembark and see that they emailed me and that they missed me.
As soon as you wish for something, it's there. I mean, you don't have to want for anything for very long.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's the most beautiful reward for me is when I see passengers leaving the last day of the cruise. Sometimes they cry and they can't wait to come back. There is a beautiful relationship.
A Princess Grand Class ship is a feast for all the senses. Every detail is designed to please, inspire, and comfort.
When I first got into my stateroom, the first thing I did is I called this friend of mine who had been on a bunch of cruises and told me horror stories about these little tiny rooms. I was actually saying, okay, now I'm walking out to my balcony, and then she heard the word balcony, and she couldn't believe it. It was great. It was good.
Because I expected, smaller rooms like other ships. And
Right.
It was huge.
Yeah. The biggest room I've ever been in on a ship.
I really wanted to have a balcony stateroom.
But I didn't think we could afford it.
But Princess has so many standard staterooms with balconies. Our travel agent booked us exactly what we wanted.
And here we are.
We've been thinking about moving, and she says, let's move here for a year.
Well, everything is so beautiful. This ship is a work of art.
It's simply beautiful.
A ship fit for a king.
You can really feel the heart and soul they put into every detail.
This ship is a beautiful piece of work.
Absolutely elegant.
It reminds me of when I was 6 years old. We came to the States in the QE2, and I'd have tea every afternoon, all dressed up in my white gloves and my patent shoes.
You're a little doll.
There is a beautiful robe in your stateroom. They leave you a fresh fruit bowl every morning for the asking. They treat you like you're royalty.
Intimate, fine dining is a Princess hallmark. It's one of the experiences that makes Grand Class cruising unique.
The space is broken up into smaller areas, creating the feeling that you're almost at home having dinner with a group of your best friends.
No, I like to cook. I love good food, and the meals here have been outstanding.
The best thing to get the best food is to use the best ingredient. To prepare the food in advance is easy, but it's not happening here in the Grand Class ship. We try to make everything à la minute.
Whether it's 24-hour room service or 24-hour restaurant dining, a Grand Class cruise has whatever your heart desires.
I like to jog early in the morning, but he's the president of the Crack of Noon Club.
That's not true. Okay, 11 o'clock tops. But I like to go to the Horizon Court for breakfast, relax in the sun. That's what it's all about.
Cheeseburger! Pizza! Can I have a French fry now?
Yes. On my vacation, I want to set my own pace. Relax.
Like, we decide which restaurant to go to and what time we eat.
You can just eat whenever you're ready, and that suits us.
I love Southwestern cooking. You know, chilies and guacamole.
I had this huge lunch at a place that I found on shore. Came back to the ship, caught a few winks, had some drinks with these guys I met at the disco the other night, went to a show, and I had a great dinner at Sabatini's. And they make dynamite pizza. And I know pizza. I used to deliver it.
And have a late night supper in the Horizon Court, which is our 24-hour dining room. I don't mean the buffet or leftovers late at night. I mean sitting down in the Horizon Court with a waiter to serve you and fine Egyptian linen on the table, glassware and silverware.
Years ago, people sailed into the sunset and danced the night away. That's another tradition we've kept alive on my Grand Class ships.
Evening, we have 3 different show lounges, 3 different shows, 3 different choices.
Multiple dining rooms, 24-hour room service, and the 24-hour Horizon Court allows the passengers to craft their own vacation experience. Do what they want to do when they want to do it, and not necessarily what the ship wants them to do when it wants them to do it. All the people are going in different directions at different times, and there is no feeling that you're part of the crowd. You have your own space, your own program to follow.
The theaters are just the right size, and there are so many other entertainment choices. It's amazing how many different shows and performers they can offer in a week.
I was not disappointed when I found out I could catch the playoffs on TV in the sports bar.
When I walked into the Wheelhouse Bar, I thought this is the kind of place the greats would have been comfortable in.
It takes you back in time 75 years.
Yeah, it's like a neighborhood tavern or a private club. You know everyone. The bartender has a story to tell, the waiter knows what you drink. A couple of buddies drop in, you strike up a conversation, and the next thing you know, an hour's gone by.
It's a guy thing.
I have 5 ships sailing the Caribbean. The only ships in the world that can give you the fun, variety, and intimacy of a Grand Class Caribbean experience.
There was this real nice lady at the shore excursion desk. She handled everything.
where they can experience some wonderful history, some beautiful culture sites, and in a beautiful environment. And that's what Grand Class Cruising is pretty much all about.
We went off by ourselves and had a ball.
We hiked up the most beautiful waterfall.
She actually got me on a horse.
And to have them come back and say what a wonderful day that they had with a smile on their face certainly puts a smile on our faces as well.
I want passengers to take home with them that they've had a vacation of a lifetime and lots of memories from a warm, personable ship's company.
I want them to go away having felt that they were thoroughly pampered, spoiled rotten.
A Grand Class cruise is the best gift that you can give yourself. Or your husband.
The time of their life.
My office could be on another planet.
You don't have a worry in the world. How can you worry? It's all here.
It was perfect.